part one, learning English. Well, all right. I just decided. Let me have a look at this. Yeah, live. All right, live learning English part one. Okay, and to do public. So it was not public. Now it's public. Okay. Oh, hello everyone. So what I decided here to do is just this. I'm learning English, so I make some section of learning English on my personal computer. So the goal is to improve my reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So I try to have some English section, and the goal of this video is just to share how I do this. So if we have a chat, we can also introduce something that you wanna discuss or go deeper. So suppose you wanna talk about a topic, whatever, and you want to go deeper. We can use the vocabulary, the translation. We make example. We can listen the translation and the pronounce, and it's something that we can do together. So just sharing my experience. Okay. So first thing is sharing my lesson online. Okay, this is the goal. And okay, so let's get started. I do this: read or listen on a YouTube video, or read an article or video. All right. Okay. Let's go there. Now I was well, I start again. I can do this. All right. This is my Evernote. In Evernote, I can use Evernote just for making some notes, and it's really nice. It's a really nice application. So I started with this, and I try to. Well, I start from the beginning. This was my playlist.
The piece of metal that remains in my body was meant to.
Well, this is taken from the New York Times news, so it's a playlist of New York Times. I try to do this with this list.
Told me. Suddenly, I was not who I am. I was an evidence locker.
Still had 3 bullets inside of me that doctors did not remove. It can often do more damage trying to fish out all those pieces than just leaving it there.
Here's this foreign object in my body that shouldn't be there.
Gunman is on the loose
with a
6-hour MCX rifle, and our hearts pour out to the people in Florida.
Bullets started coming through our classroom door, and then seconds later, my whole body shook. I was super curious to see the pictures of what they took out of me when they had surgery to remove some of the fragments. One of those was like clearly the shell casing. The doctors show you for a quick second, and then all that gets given to the police. You don't even get to keep it. I mean, I'm not going to make it into a necklace or anything, but I feel like I carried it around in my body for years that I should be able to have it. It's mine. Just last year, 10 years later, I found out that some of the bullet fragments on this side had found their way into my hip joint and were causing the lead levels in my blood to elevate to dangerous levels. It just like kind of deflated me. I mean, it was like, you know, I made all this progress. I had this life. I had a wife and kids, like was totally moved on, and, like doing well, and now it's not over. In fact, it's this whole other different problem.
It felt more like a bee sting than anything else. I actually didn't realize something was wrong until I had already picked my 17-year-old daughter up, thrown her against the wall, and covered her with my body. The bullet hit my rib and it tracked around until my spine. It still causes quite a bit of pain, especially if it moves. I could have said, this is his rage inside my body, but I couldn't let it be there. So I had to reimagine that bullet as lucky and a little bit of a spark of life inside me, encouraging me.
My leg started vibrating and raised from the floor. I was like laying to the right, and I was like holding Martin, so the bullets I received on the left side. I remember feeling the left femur one because it touched my femur and exploded. And he died next to me in the floor. I saw him die. So you can see all these little dots. It looks like sand. If they could take them out, probably they would be more easy to erase from my memory.
It just felt like I was this like warm ball of numbness. I remember that day asking for my friend's phone so that I could look at myself in the face. I had like blood down my face and I had blood in my hair and I couldn't see out of one of my eyes. I remember looking at myself and I was like, who is that? My body took all of the shrapnel from like the two students who were shot and killed next to me. At one point I could like wiggle around the piece of metal that was above my lip, and I also have shrapnel behind my right eye. It kind of haunts my dreams because like I'm scared that I'm going to be like 40 years old and I'm going to wake up and I can't see out of one of my eyes.
I can instantly go from chatting with someone to tears in my eyes because the bullet aggravated a nerve.
What happens to long-term lead levels is super scary. I mean, there's like cognitive decline and like neuro issues.
Aesthetically speaking, it's not a very visible thing, but underneath the surface it is for me. And I don't really care how many people tell me I'm beautiful. It doesn't change that feeling of not belonging within your body because it's not who I was before.
The shooter, I try to think that he is a no one, like an individual that doesn't exist. And that's how I treat the bullets too.
All right. Sad stories. So, what I collect here, bullets from the gun. And these are bullets. Those are bullets. Foreign object in my body. Super curious. I'm not gonna make a necklace on this. Okay? Like I was totally move on. hit my rib a little bit as a spark of life. Spark or sparkle. So this one is to investigate. The femur, it's the bone on the leg, was like, who is that? I was like, something that in a colloquial form you say, I was like, oh my God. Wiggle around. This has to be subject for investigation. I don't know what is wiggle. I don't know how to write down this. Bullet aggravated a nerve. All right, a bullet aggravated a nerve. I don't really care. This is an inspection. Okay. Let's start with this. This is the first one we have to investigate. Sparkle and wiggle too. Let's do with the first one. The first one we have to investigate on the Merriam-Webster. So sparkle in dictionary. So to throw out sparks, to give off or reflect bright moving points of light. Okay, to perform brilliantly. This is a way of saying. To give off or reflect bright moving points of light. Okay, a sparkle. A throw a spark. Okay, let's get some synonyms. A flash, a gleam, a glint, sparkle, glimmer, shimmer, mean to send forth light. Okay. Flash implies a sudden outburst of bright light. Gleam suggests a steady light seen through an obscuring medium of against the background. Sparkle. Sparkle. Shiny brightly with flashes of light.
Shine brightly with flashes of light.
Shine brightly with flashes of light. Okay, this is the Italian translation. All right. Good. Well, let's see. Here we are on Grammarly. Grammarly is really nice. It's an application, and this application is okay. Go to have a look to the disclaimer of this. This app is really nice. Suggest you more than translate or no translate. No, it doesn't work for translation. It works for writing better. So let's start with sparkle. I saw. Let's try to make some sentences with the sparkle. I saw a sparkle in your sad eyes, and comma, and I was like, oh my God. All right. There's an error. I suppose it's this one has to be here. All right. Okay, this is correct. I saw a sparkle in your sad eyes, and I was like, oh my God. Let's see if the pronunciation is quite like that.
I saw a sparkle in your sad eyes, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. So let's search for another. Blue, heavy, anxious, troubled eyes. I like that. So this is my original sentence, and now we can get in better doing so. We can change this in, say, troubled eyes. I saw a sparkle in your troubled eyes, and I was like, oh my God. Sparkle, I saw. To perceive with the eye, I noticed, I observed, I detect, I marked, spied, to witness, regarded, heeded, to accompany, escorted. Nope. I observed a sparkle in your troubled eyes. So the original one was, I saw a sparkle in your sad eyes, and I was like, oh my God. And then we can change it to this verb and this adjective differently. I observed a sparkle in your troubled eyes, and I was like, oh my God. All right. This is done. Wiggle around. So let's have a look. What could possibly be wiggle around if we have wiggle around? Wiggle around, maybe it's okay. Dimenarsi. Yeah, could be.
Wiggle around.
Wiggle around. Could be. I saw my dog wiggle around for a long period of time. He doesn't like it. For an extended period of time. Period. Oh, correct me with the period. So I saw my dog wiggle around for an extended period. Let's try to change something. Extended period. Nope. Extended duration. Not so good, but you can do this. People wiggling around all the time are so... How can I say when someone is not pleasant to see? What I'm trying to say now here is people wiggling around all the time are so... I have to take the translator. Let's change this. Indisponente. Annoying, right, annoying, irritating, strong. But then the Grammarly will make some suggestion with annoying. So, people wiggling around all the time are so annoying to me. Exclamation mark. All right. Sentence is correct. I'm trying to change something here. What is this? Disturbing. Nice, disturbing. People wiggling around all the time are so disturbing to me. That's nice. I love this.
People wiggling around all the time are so disturbing to me.
Yeah, so disturbing to me. Right, right. That's what I'm saying. All right, another one with wiggle around, because I like it. I like wiggle around. I suppose it's a phrasal verb. I suppose wiggle around, it's a phrasal verb. Sorry. Wiggle around. I suppose it's kind of phrasal verb. verb. It's a phrasal verb. Wiggle around. And I like it. I like this. Yep. Let's go to check my channel. I want to check my channel because I don't know if everything is doing okay. Yeah, I want to check my channel. It's okay because I don't know if everything is doing right. Okay. Yeah, I want to check my channel. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see if we have a test. It's all right. We have. Let's see if we have a test. It's all right. We have. Let's see if we have a test. Good. It's all right. We have. Let's see if we have a test. Good. It's all right. We have. Let's see if we have a test. Good. It's all right. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. How can I pop out this? I don't understand. No. How can I pop out this? I don't understand. This one. No. How can I pop out? Good. This one is done. This one. No. How can I pop out? Good. This one is done. This one. If I. This one is done. All right. So this one is good. Hello. It's working. All right. So it's working. I can put this one just here. Yeah, sorry, I'm not used to this. So that's why I'm trying to understand how to do this. I put my chat here so I can answer, because the goal of this video maybe is if I have some interaction with people, they can write down something and then we can try to look for the vocabulary on the vocabulary, talk about that term and whatever, so on, just for sharing some knowledge. Okay, so I was doing something with the phrasal verb. It was wiggle around. We learned wiggle around. Okay, bullet aggravated a nerve. I don't really care. Well, I don't really care. Femur. Let's go on with this. This is about
你这意思是相比较，一种是就是从那个欧美进口的这种，第二个是印度你自己。
about healthcare system in China. Health care system in China. All right, healthcare system in China.
也算那个半走失的吧，半走失的状态了。第三个就是自己配的原料药。
This is Zhang Jijun. Today, he's making drugs. He isn't a chemist or a dealer. He's making medicine for his mother. She has stage 3 lung cancer. Jijun earns $300 a month, but the medicine needed to treat his sick mother cost $2,000. Looking for options, he turned online.
也是我也是没办法，这也是从网上搜索一些论坛才知道这些别的把戏药。原来咱就医院就只推荐一种预热伤，做这个药其实不需要专业知识，挺容易的。
Today, he's making WZ4002. It hasn't been approved by Chinese or American regulators, and it doesn't have a commercial name yet. But he can still order the raw ingredients for drugs like this online at a fraction of their official prices.
又是一日沙，然后就是9291、2992、凡恩他尼、阿西替尼、4002、克罗西尼，现在是用7种了。
The Communist Party of China says it provides close to universal healthcare coverage. Nearly 95% of people are insured here, including Jaejun's mother. So why is he making drugs on the floor of his apartment when his mother has insurance? It's a symptom of a healthcare system in crisis. To understand this crisis, we need to rewind. Under Mao Zedong, the communist state provided free healthcare for all. Decades later, China adopted a unique brand of capitalism that transformed the country from a poor farming nation into an economic superpower. Life expectancy soared. But the introduction of capitalism and the retreat of the state meant that healthcare was no longer free. Hospitals became profit-driven, and with limited accountability, they were widely accused of predatory behavior. A culture of mistrust and inequality now plagued the system. Here's what that looks like today for ordinary Chinese. It's 5 a.m., and about 100 people have gathered in a line in downtown Shanghai. This isn't the line to a movies or a holiday sale. It's the entrance to the Shanghai Cancer Center at Fudan University. Those who were willing to lose a night's sleep trying to get a spot in line now have one question in their mind. Will I be able to see a doctor today?
主要他们这里环境好乱了。先说现在我2点半起来了，2点半起来，这有几个人弄到下来，100个人，那怎么办呢？
The scalpers are out, and they're selling spots in line.
环牛这么多了，你那边全部都环牛了。温州那边这里，温州这家看病，老公看了30多万了。这个每个早上都是1点多钟，那天晚上感冒的。
China's line scalpers symbolize a greater dysfunction. Your chance of seeing a doctor here is directly related to how big your wallet is. Corruption is inherently part of the system.
This is interesting. The chance of seeing a doctor here is, what is it?
Implies a greater dysfunction. Your chance of seeing a doctor here is directly related to how big your wallet is.
Is directly related, is directly related how big is your wallet? Just because we don't have, after Mao, we don't have free healthcare system, but we have to pay in China to be cured. So the chance of seeing a doctor here is directly related to how big is your wallet. Okay, good. Well, not so good, but good. I understand.
Corruption is inherently part of the system. And in rural areas, it's worse. But leaving your home in the countryside could have a profound impact on what type of care you can get in the city. Despite its rapid modernization, China still uses what is known as the hukou system. Your hukou is defined by your birthplace, and you're only entitled to social services within that region. Everything from the schools your kids can go to what your health insurance will cover, is determined the moment you are born. So if you get cancer and live in an area without an oncologist, you could be in trouble. Some here compare it to a caste system.
老百姓越是不公平，有钱的人呢，特殊门诊啊、专家门诊啊里边自己就去好看了。我们老百姓没权没势，只好自己乖乖的在后面排队，早上很早就起来了。
By 7 a.m., that's 1 hour before opening time, the line is tripled in size. And then the news hits.
我因为看那个嘉州县的有2个人，一个呢是停诊了，就剩急性还1个了，所以他票能挂几个。
Those are not good odds, but even worse, they aren't unusual. There are nearly 7,000 people per general practitioner in China. To put this number in perspective, the World Health Organization's international standard is 1 doctor for every 1,500 to 2,000 people. General practitioners we talk to in China typically see 70 to 80 patients per day. Specialists said they see up to 200, each just for minutes at a time. The doctors we talked to in the US said they see fewer than 30 patients a day. While rich Chinese will pay for individual care or leave the country altogether for it, the rest of the population, those dependent on health insurance, end up paying roughly 30% of their healthcare costs. Americans pay about 10%. Numbers like these have added up to a culture of conflict. With more and more patients and underpaid doctors, violence has become commonplace in hospitals across China. And with the state insurance system not meeting the rising costs of treatments and drugs, medical disputes often play out in public, on the hospital floor. Violence in hospitals has become so common in China, there's a word for it. Now, roughly translated as medical disturbance. Back at the Shanghai hospital, it's opening time. Scalpers are making a last effort to sell off doctor's appointments they secured in advance. Some that wouldn't wait or couldn't afford the scalpers' tickets try to cut in line and are thrown out by security guards.
No, I don't understand why they are thrown out.
Scalpers are making a last effort to sell off doctor's appointments they secured in advance. Some that wouldn't wait or couldn't afford the scalpers' tickets try to cut in line and are thrown out by security guards. Once in the hospital, patients will stand in another line. It's the second, and there are more to come. They scan the board of available specialists, selecting one based on their best self-diagnosis. If they're lucky, the one they choose will have time to see them. For those who choose wrong, the cycle will begin again tomorrow. Others prefer to solve their problems at home.
现在我更好了，我就说我都放了不好了。人家医生主治医生还说，老太太，你也轻，你回去他带着点药，你把你的身体养壮点，不用放了好好。做的手指呢，费了劲呢，也好了才来打我了别人，真的就回来我说，反正不卡去了，反正他们说，那小的不让，他就说还能不卡呀？吃点中药。
现在我也不知道是到底有什么这个科学的思路也没有，就是说，就是现在就是逮着一样算一样，哪样有用，咱就用哪样。具体他这个病这个进程就是这样的。
现在你说这事，你还能光活着吧？你有死的时候。
Oh boy, oh boy. Terrible. So, I was here after no. Okay. Healthcare in China, healthcare system in crisis, and before, with period of Mao Zedong, free healthcare for everybody, and then after, no longer free. And we saw a line of people in line, and they asked themselves, would I be able to see a doctor today? And this is terrible. They wait all day long, and maybe they can't reach the doctor for that day. And the trouble is, when they come from outside the town, the city, and they live in the country, it's really sad. This is really sad. A chance of seeing a doctor here is directly related how big is your wallet. Okay, so you have a big wallet, you can be cured, otherwise you can die for them. Okay, there is corruption, there's a profound impact on it, and tripled the size during the day. Individual care, violence in hospitals so common now in China, and let's see, we have here a way of saying last effort, okay, thrown out by security guards. Boy, my cancer got worse when something is going worse. Treat is working. Treatment is working. The treatment is working. All right. Treatment is working. Cancer treatment. Well, let's say here we can, on Grammarly, some sentence. Cancer treatment in China is a terrible topic to face. Right, can do this. So the chance, I like this, the chance of seeing a doctor is directly related how big is your wallet. What is it? Related to, okay, this is corrects me. Okay, the chance of seeing a doctor is directly related to how big is your wallet. Let's look for some alternative. The chance of viewing, nope, is straight, direct, undeviatingly, immediately, instantly related. Linked is directly linked to how big. No, he doesn't like it. So, later. How big is your wallet? Wallet can be a purse, container, folder, pocketbook, billfold. It's the with wallet. All right. So, I hope to see you again. Now I quit. Just for your info, now I have a new channel, Ruggero for English, and in that channel I will post all my videos, all my studying lesson, living studying lesson English. So see you on my new channel. All right. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.